Shalom, giving all praise to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Peace to the hopefully elect. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the brethren, the great millstone, and all like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth all around the earth. This is your brother Atazawan Bayah bringing a quick lesson. In keeping with what's going on currently concerning money, basically, okay? In the direction in which so-called money is going. Now we know that there's a central banking system in place, and which is privately owned, not a part of the so-called government. But there are people who are controlling the money, okay? And while they control that money, they're going to control the way the money is distributed, the way the money is handled, transferred, and so forth in the coming years. And within that, you'll have the mark of the beast, okay, the RFID chip. But they also have, or let's say they call it by a different name sometimes, and they say digital currency or digital economy, okay, and that's what's on the forefront right now, okay. I did a short lesson last night on it. That's already posted. But I found this little tape here. It's 6 minutes long. I probably won't let it go that long, but just to get to a certain point in it, you know, with Bill Gates talking about digital currency some years ago, before that became, you know, a buzzword, so to speak, today. Now, we know that Esau Edom is running the world right now, all right, controlling everything from money to jobs, to food, to transportation, to everything under the sun that you could think of, you know, they're controlling this. Well, of course, through the power of the Lord from the left-hand side, okay? Because this shows you really, truly, and Lord willing, I'll get to these scriptures, that shows that the Lord is balanced, man. You know, the Lord has balance. You know, this time is the time for the wicked to rule, okay? And our time for the kingdom is fastly approaching. Even though there's going to be some terror, some hard days coming, Jacob's trouble, okay? So Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. I don't plan to go too long. Just wanted to get something done today, put out something, you know, that'll be edifying to someone who watches it. So let's look at this first tape here. Well, Salakia, let's do this. Let's go to Psalms 55, King David, all right? And really this psalm is about King David had a problem with the acquaintance of his who was wicked and was coming up against him, so he prayed against him. He prayed to the Lord, okay? He prayed to the Most High to, you know, about his troubles with this guy, with this enemy, is what I should say. Okay, so let me jump in right here at, let me go up some. Salakia, this computer is not my usual computer. And this thing, man, just sometimes just goes haywire. Let's jump in at verse 11. And it says, wickedness is in the midst thereof, deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me, that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man mine equal, my guide, and my acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked into the house of the Most High in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. As for me, and I will call upon the Most High and the Lord Yahushua, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Lord willing, this thing don't act a fool on me. Yeah. Salakia. Verse 18, he hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Selah, because they have no changes. Therefore they fear not the Most High. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? And that's what you get with wickedness and the enemy. And we apply that to Esau, Edom, you know. So let's watch this short film here, video rather. Salakia for the glare. Maybe I'll make the screen a little bit smaller.
I am here with Bill Gates. We know him from Microsoft. We now know him for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill, it's great to see you. Great to see you here in particular because we know the Gates Foundation for its work on infectious diseases, child health, nutrition, agriculture, education, the list goes on. Why does Bill Gates care about finance?
Well, it's all about helping the poorest.
And you see, these devils do nothing but lie. They got their hands in everything because they control everything. Okay, and here he is trying to sound so noble, like helping the poor. They're not helping the poor, they're helping to kill the poor.
And one thing they don't have access to is bank accounts. The fee structure, if you have small amounts of money, is just too high. And we got involved in some traditional microlending, but just didn't see how that could scale up and get inexpensive enough. So now we're involved in trying to make sure we get a very efficient digital payment structure set up for all the poorest in the world to get financial products that work for them.
Now, eventually, that's going to lead what? To the RFID chip, to chip all the poor people on the earth.
Are you doing? The idea is that typically through the cell phone, you should be able to send money to your relatives. You should be able to track the money that's coming in, set aside money to buy seeds the next year. And there are countries where this is beginning to take off. Kenya, Bangladesh, even Somalia, maybe the last country you'd expect up in Somaliland, almost half of the GDP is done digitally.
I don't need to tell you that the poor have been unbanked for as long as there have been banks. Why is this time different?
Well, it's really the digital revolution. The poorest have bought cows, stored gold, put currency under their mattress, but they are getting cell phones, and the cell phone capability of identifying who's using the cell phone, letting you look at your spending patterns, that's going to be common sense. People are going to have help and lots of innovative products competing on top of this digital currency platform.
So if technology, mobile phones for example, digital money, helps to increase access to financial services at the same time as it lowers the cost of delivery, why is philanthropy needed?
See, now digital currency, where are you going to be able to store that? Where are you going to be able to load that? Where are they going to pay you? If they're going to use cell phones or if they're going to use different apps, how are they going to be able to identify it, and where are you going to put it if you're not going to be using banks? It has to be loaded on something, you see. So anyway, let's go over here and see how the Lord set things up. The Lord is balanced on everything, right? So he gave this time for the wicked to rule. And this is Genesis 27, and just jump in at 30. This is after, Jacob has been given the promise from Isaac, his father, that we'll have the kingdom, okay? And Esau, gets the fatness of the earth. He gets to have the earth for a short time, okay? Verse 30. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, and he was also Salakia, and he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed, which was Jacob, right? And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not received, reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Right, so he didn't get the kingdom, and Isaac is going to bless him with the earth. Verse 39, and Isaac his father entered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau has chased us throughout the earth and hated us ever since then, you see. So the earth was given into their hands. In Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? Those judges are the judges of the Israelites, the faces of the Israelites, okay? Through time, you know, they painted over the faces and disfigured statues or memorials or what have you, okay? And painted themselves in and made statues of themselves to act like they're the kings, the priests, the princes of the earth, you see? And they're in rulership right now. And we're on the bottom right now, okay? But the Lord is slowly bringing us out of it, okay? And to show you that the Lord is balanced because he does everything, you know, we're going to get our turn, okay? And just these, I just put in the word balance and did a word search here in the blue letter. Let's see if we can get up here. I lost what I had, but right here we see a false, Proverbs 11 and 1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but a just weight is his delight. Then the next one, Proverbs 16 and 11, a just weight and balance are the Lord's, all the weights of the bags are his work. Then the next one down is Proverbs 20 and 23. Diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord, and a false balance is not good. So the Lord does everything in balance. He controls good, he controls evil, okay? And as the scripture said, he made vessels, one that is of honor and one of dishonor, here in Romans 9. So let's take a look at it. Romans 9, starting at verse 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scriptures saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore that he have mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardeneth. Though thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replieth against the Most High? Right, who are we to question the Lord as to what he does? You see? And he raised Pharaoh up just to show that he had the power, even also to knock Pharaoh down. You see? Going on in verse 20, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? The Lord has the power to do anything he wants. And in this case, Salakia, Jacob is the blessed to get the kingdom, and Esau is controlling the earth at this moment. But his kingdom is coming down. Okay. Verse 22, what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted to destruction, which is Esau Edom. Okay. The vessel of wrath fitted to destruction. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which is Jacob, which he hath afore prepared unto glory. Right. That was already fixed in the spirit, that Jacob would get the kingdom, and Esau would control the earth just for a while. Okay. And in that, they control the riches. You see. And we go over here to Habakkuk 2, and we'll just read from 1 to 5, and it says, I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right, and that's this book. Okay. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and we're coming up on that end, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Though it take a little while, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? Okay, the just is Jacob. Okay, and the one whose soul, which is lifted up, is not upright, that's Esau Edom. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, philosophies, different doctrines. Okay. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what you just heard Bill Gates talking about. They've controlled the world by who gets food, who doesn't get food. They've controlled the world through the IMF, the International Money Fund, okay, going into different lands and destabilizing different regions of the world and coming in with their phony money, okay, and then killing off the leadership, and then setting up their own, puppets to run those countries. You see, his words are smoother than butter, and that's what you hear, in this tape with Bill Gates, trying to act as if he's so noble, but they have a plan, okay, and in that plan, they try to always, keep Jacob down and go to the Lord and accuse us of all different types of things. Why? Because they want their birthright. You see, we got your people going off, you know, we feeding them anything we want, giving them GMOs, polluted water, polluted bread. See, you know. So let's go over to Revelation and read that, and then we'll be done. Okay? And this is Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuseth them before our power day and night. And I bet you them devils is praying all night long. You see, accusing Jacob. All right. I'll read the rest of it and we'll be done. Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he hath but a short time. And so times are going to get real rough, okay? It's going to get real bad, all right? And, you know, you better prepare yourself for it, okay? It's not going to be an easy thing, you know. As we know through the scriptures, you know, they've got, you know, FEMA camps. Some of us will be cast into prison. Some will be martyred. Some, you know, the Lord will take care of us out there wherever we may be. We don't know just yet how things are going to turn out. Okay, but you're starting to see this picture become clearer and clearer day by day. Okay, and the biggest thing right now, okay, is how they're going to handle this money. Okay, how they going to handle this money. Okay, they got to have a way to track everybody. And they're going to either use your phone up until the point where they make that RFID chip mandatory. Okay, but they want to make it seem like it's a thing of convenience for you. So like, yeah, until they make it mandatory. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled. All right, stay on your toes. All right, stay prayed up. Okay, and with that, I'll end the lesson right there. I'm gonna give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Rakak Kwadash. Peace to the hope of the elect of Israel. Double honors again to the apostles, the elders, and brethren. A great millstone and all like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth all around the earth. I'll see you again with another lesson real soon, Lord willing. Shalom.